My name is Fred Sauer. I'm an indie game developer by evening, and because I live in the Bay Area, I also have a day job. I realized, sort of about a year ago during the Christmas break that VR was a lot of fun. Cardboard was out. We had multiple cardboard viewers floating around the house, but by default, the experience was really isolating. I constantly found myself in a group of people where one person had a viewer in their face and they were really excited, really enjoying the experience, and everyone else was wondering what that person was seeing, or they were waiting for their turn. And so I wanted to change this, and my wife and I brainstormed, and we just decided, what could we build that could bring people together? What's something simple that everyone would understand? And so I actually went to a local store, Target or Walmart, and went through the game section, just tried to find a game that everyone could identify with that could translate to VR. So I decided to implement a version of Battleship. This is the pen and paper game that predates World War I, where you just, on a grid, do X's and O's and you try to shoot each other's ships. Very straightforward. So it started out as a cardboard game, but it ended up being just a little bit more than that. So let me plug in, help. All right, we can go straight to the YouTubes. Are the tubes clogged here in the conference, or are they doing pretty good? Let's hear this. All right.
This is VR Battle Grid.
Let's see.
This is VR Battle Grid.
That's the sound pretty much everyone makes the first time a rocket flies right past them. So this is my 11-year-old. We had a sort of makeshift mixed reality set up. Some very cheap green plastic. Didn't quite color mix right, but did the job. Now, a 2D video is never really going to do the VR experience justice. We all know that. Initially, I didn't even want to give it a traditional title. I wanted to name the game something like Rockets Whizzing Past Your Head and Let Me See That Again experience. But friends and family convinced me that it needed more traditional game description and game title. So it's called VR Battle Grid. And it's available on Cardboard. Then I ported it to the Vive, and most recently launched it on Daydream. It's currently featured in the Daydream store. It's 1 or 2 players, so you can play against the AI or with a friend. It's set up to be low friction as possible, so if 2 of you have a Vive headset, you just get in the lobby at the same time, you'll be automatically connected. If either person starts a one-person game, they leave the other person behind and they go off on their own. When they come back to the lobby, they can maybe find a friend again. It's a free title. And it's by default licensed for all the VR arcades, so have at it, enjoy it, and give me any feedback you like. Happy to answer any questions. The one thing that I want to mention just to everyone here, because I think it's not appreciated enough, is the fact that audio really matters. It makes a big difference in VR as far as immersion. I think we're so focused on the displays and the visuals that we often forget that audio can really make or break an experience. It's sort of a curse as developers that we spend most of our time at the desktop at the keyboard, which means headphones are awkward, the HMD is already awkward, and so we listen to our content through desktop speakers. And that just doesn't lend itself for a very spatial experience. So I use the Google VR SDK. While it's designed for Android and iOS, you can actually use it on desktop. You get full spatial audio. This includes simulation of the shape of your head, kind of the ball of liquid that's between your ears, the shape of your ear shells. So the sounds that are in front of you actually sound different than sounds behind you. And until you really have experienced that, you really haven't appreciated audio. So if any of you are out there developing an app and you think spatial audio is it sounds louder in my right ear if the sound's over there, that's not spatial audio. That's just binaural positioning. So listen to a really great spatial audio experience and tell all your users to wear headphones once you've implemented that. Makes a great experience. That's it.